Good day, everyone. I'm Hardin, and together with me is Bailoses and Sorondo. And today we're going to talk about Rizal in Brussels. Jose Albert accompanied Rizal to move to Brussels. Jose Alejandro, an engineering student, to replace Jose Albert. They stayed in a boarding house at 38 Roof Champagne. Rizal lived in this house when he wrote his novel El Filibusterismo. The boarding house is run by two Jacobi sisters named Suzanne and Marie. Rizal spent his time writing his second novel, and he also wrote articles for La Solidaridad and letters for his family and friends. He also spent his remaining time doing gymnastics in the gymnasium, target practice, and fencing at the armory. And these are the articles he wrote for La Solidaridad during his stay in Brussels. To La Defensa, The Truth for All, Teatro Tagalog, A Profanation, New Truths, Cruelty, Differences, Inconsequences, Tears and Laughters, Ingratitude. In May 28, 1890, Rizal wrote to Marcelo H. del Pilar to remind the Filipinos in Madrid that they went to Europe to work for their father's land's freedom and not to gamble. Through gambling, they are showing that the Filipinos are not worthy of freedom but of slavery. They should also spend their time doing something noble and generous because the youth is noble and generous. The gambling Filipinos in Madrid become very angry when they learned of Rizal's moralizing that they called him Papa or Pope instead of Pepe. Rizal had a bad dreams during the night in Brussels. He also wrote a letter to Del Pilar that states, "In my childhood, I had a strange belief that I would not reach 30 years of age." And also, he is preparing for his death. Laung Laan is his true name. And also, Rizal wanted to finish his second novel before he will went to his grave. And this is the summary of Rizal's letter to Del Pilar. Rizal could not stay in Brussels writing a book while his parents, relatives, and friends in the Philippines were persecuted. And also, Rizal friends warned him of the danger that awaited him at home. And this is the letter of Rizal to Ponce. Something happened that made Rizal change his plan in returning to the Philippines when he received a letter from Pasiano which related that they lost the case against the Dominicans in Manila, but they appealed it to the Supreme Court in Spain. In June 20, 1890, Rizal wrote to Del Pilar detaining the latter's service as a lawyer and informed Del Pilar that he was going to Madrid in order to supervise the handling of the case. And also in July 29, 1890, he wrote a letter to Ponce announcing that he was leaving Brussels at the beginning of the following month and will arrive Madrid about 3rd and 4th of August. August 1890, he arrived in Madrid, burdened with the sorrow brought about by the terrible news about his family and the worsening trouble in his hometown. December 1890, Rizal spent a cold month with a letter from Leonor Rivera asking his forgiveness and telling him about her forthcoming marriage to an Englishman chosen by her mother. As the despondent Rizal was preparing for his trip to Madrid, two things brought some measure of cheer to him. First was the summertime festival of Belgium, which was celebrated in carnival style with colorful costumes, fantastic floats, and many days of merriment. Second was his romance with Petite Suzanne Hakube, the pretty niece of his landladies. And this is the life of Rizal in Brussels. Thank you for listening.